Welcome. Today I'm here with Len Diggins, a member of the MBTA Rider Oversight Committee, and also Charlie Ticotsky, the Policy Director for Transportation for Massachusetts. And today they will be talking about the MBTA's new fare increase proposals, as well as the canceling of late-night services and the conversation and concerns surrounding that. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
So there's been a lot of talk lately about the MBTA and a lot of problems concerning about the amount of debt that the MBTA has. What seems to be some of the main reasons for that?
The T has the most debt of any transit system in the country, and that has a lot of negative impacts on riders because there's just so much money that the T has to pay off every year, that you're paying for things that have been put into place many years ago, and it's harder to put money into things that we need moving forward. Yep. So when you look at the debt load at the T, I believe it's around $6 billion, and every year the T is paying about $450 million on debt service, and that is only a little bit less than the total amount brought in by fares every year. So if riders are paying their fares, that money is pretty much only covering debt service and a little bit more. It doesn't even start to cover operations.
Is there anything else that could be draining the budget right now?
I hesitate to say draining, but things that are impacting the budget, of course, are wages. And for instance, from fiscal year 15 to 16, the wages went up 4 to 5%, but more importantly, the materials, supplies, and services, they went up 7 to 8%, and so those are things that are rising greater than the rate at which fares are increasing.
Why such a high increase in fare for about 10%?
So Transportation for Massachusetts, we understand that riders do need to pay their fair share, and it's an important source of revenue for the T. We support up to 5% increase every other year. We feel that that's a reasonable, predictable, modest increase. What the T is looking at this year is what they propose right now is either 7% or 10% increase. We feel that's too much.
So is there anything else you would like to add to anything that we discussed about today?
The members of the legislature who want to hold the line on fare increases, they need to hear from the public, to know that the public is behind them. And so if you really care, call, email, tweet, just contact them. Just make sure your voice is heard.
Well, thank you again so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
So nice seeing you.
Great.
Charlie?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. For Arlington Public News, I'm Paola Tristan-Aruda.